Hey guys, it's me, Jay. My teeth are crooked and I'm just here to talk about games. Let's have some fun, chat.
It did sound like Jay a little bit. That was funny. Welcome into Geeks and Gamers Daily. I saw the speculation. People like, wait, who's hosting today? Who's hosting today? Who's it going to be? Oh, it's going to be Ryan and Jay. Oh, it's Jay and Beardo. No one said me. You guys have already forgotten about me. They've already forgotten about me. I mean nothing to the people here anymore. It's over. But hello, Fear the Beardo. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. It's been a long time since I've seen you and talked to you.
Yeah, man. It's been at least
we have a lot to talk about.
It's been at least a few hours. But yeah, we had a great Tuesday night's main event last night. It was very awesome, and we got stuff to talk about today. It should be an interesting show because Taylor Swift is going to save the MCU, Beardo. I have never been happier. Taylor Swift is going to save the MCU. It's going to be the greatest thing ever. My camera is off again. What do you mean? Oh, hang on. Let me see. Wait, the audio. No, the audio should be good now. I don't know why that.
You look fine to me.
They're saying like there's like a sync that's off or something like that.
You know what? I see it just slightly for me. It's like a half a second.
I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me why StreamYards is always jacked up. But yeah, I don't understand it. Fuck StreamYards. StreamYards is garbage. All right. And why didn't anybody tell me this? No one has ever complained about StreamYards to me until I started complaining.
Yeah, it's not like ever since we started doing StreamYards. Well, at least when I started doing StreamYards with you, I've been saying, Jeremy, StreamYards is shit. When we started doing gaming, when we started playing Fortnite, I'm like, Jeremy, this sucks for gaming on this. And you're like, nah, man, this is the way. StreamYard is it's the cream of the crop. It's the way to go. And now I just hear nothing but complaining about StreamYard.
Yeah. I mean, look, Hercules is mad. Logging off. No Jay, no Ryan, no girls, just gays. Damn.
Well, thank you for the $2.
That's brutal. Like, so there's no way we can keep you here. There's nothing we can do to keep you here, man. Come on. There's got to be a way. There's got to be something. Nothing. We've got great topics today. All right. We got Ubisoft talking about they're going to have the first bisexual, non-binary black samurai. We got Pixar firing everybody. And we got Taylor Swift saving the MCU. I mean, what else would you want in a show?
Here. Okay, bye.
Hey, see there? There you go. See? There we go.
There you go, Hercules. Don't leave. We do have woman representation.
We do. But
I mean, we kind of seen the writing on the wall with this Deadpool Wolverine movie, and I'm still kind of cautiously optimistic about it. But I do completely buy into the fact that Taylor Swift is going to be in this movie. One, because Ryan Reynolds has a lot of creative control in this movie. We've already seen in the trailer a sneaky little sneak peek at Lady Deadpool, who we're assuming is going to be played by Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds' wife. Mm-hmm. Who is Blake Lively's best friend? Taylor Swift. Every time Taylor Swift is at a Kansas City Chiefs football game, in that VIP box, Blake Lively was right there hanging out with her. So the superhero that Taylor Swift is rumored to play is the Dazzler, which is a pop star mutant in Marvel. So it makes sense. Mutant, X-Men, Wolverine, Deadpool. It makes sense. Like, I've accepted the fact that Taylor Swift is going to be in this movie.
Yeah, it's starting to sound like it. So we're gonna get a little more into that because we've had a guy who kind of breaks a lot of these stories. Has kind of been on top of that. Who talked about like the constant rumor, but he's kind of confirmed that there were like discussions between Taylor Swift and Kevin Feige. But I got to show this from last night. I just saw this morning. This is fantastic.
Dan, is there a song out there you'd like to cover but you haven't yet? What song would you never sing unless you were forced to sing it?
Oh, there are so many songs I would like to cover, but I just
don't have the time or the energy. But a song I would never cover. A song I'm requested a lot, but I would never cover because it's such a simpy song. Is that one? She's gone.
Let's keep it moving.
Holy shit!
Wow,
That was
that was a little rude.
Oh, what?
That was
Wow.
Jeez.
brutal.
I thought
Keep
that
it
was the name
moving.
of the song.
No, he plays it off.
Shut the hell up, Dan. Keep it
She's
moving.
That was the
Gone
name
by
of the song.
Steelheart is a simpy beta song that I'll never cover. What do you think about that, Jay?
I love it.
Dan, is there a song?
Jay made it so
I love
awkward,
it.
dude. Jay made it so awkward.
All right, let's keep it moving.
So again, anytime we have streams, if you guys drop those timestamps for Tugs, she can clip stuff out, and we really appreciate that. But yeah, I didn't see that until this morning because I literally I went to go get more water, and I come back and I didn't know what had happened, and yeah, Jay just like completely derails freaking Dan. All right, let's get to a couple super chats.
Chat, man. He derailed the super chat.
I
That's a
know,
good question.
I know.
Unbelievable. Good guy, Jay. Tomac for a 20.
Tomac.
I just finished Tuesday night's main event, and if you want to know the order of Kingdom Hearts games happen, the order of Kingdom Hearts games happen. I think it's going back cover, Uncharted Key, Birth by Keep, Birth by Sleep, 0.2, Fragmentary Passage, and Kingdom Hearts 1. Yeah, that is confusing. And then with another 20, continues with another 20. The start of 358 and 2 days, Chain of Memories, Back to Days, Kingdom Hearts 2, Coded, Dream Drop Distance, Kingdom Hearts 3, and then Melodies of Memories.
Woo.
That is a lot, man.
That is a lot. That I've always heard that's like a confusing timeline. So yeah, thank you, Tomac. We really appreciate
Shout out to Tomac,
that,
man. Shout out.
And, what's in the rumors that I guess they're gonna bring like Kingdom Hearts to like Fortnite or something like that? That's what I heard. So
I don't know. Could you imagine Mickey Mouse with a machine gun? Mickey Mouse with a shotgun, just killing Goofy. That'd be wild. We get Woody and Buzz like just killing each other.
That'd be kind of cool. I
don't know if it'll ever happen, but that'd be wild. Hercules with that 199. Thank you, Hercules.
And he's still in the chat. We kept him here.
The Wolframe Heart for a 9 months. It's about time Ryan's Queen Bree is back in the thumbnail. Hail, Geeks and Gamers. Hail the chat. Hold the line. 199.
Well, she's very upset because she's being replaced by Taylor Swift, apparently. Taylor Swift's the one's going to save the MCU, and we're going to talk about that shortly.
Pre-Dawn Corpse for a $2. Beardo, your best friend is you. I mean, I'm all right. Feline named for JJ for a $2. Beardo's better than Bent. I know. Anima Chains for a $5. Yellow Flash just dropped a video about Yosuke, the black samurai. Apparently he is super gay, and so is the chick. LOLs. Am I saying that right? Yosuke?
Yeah, I think that's how you say it. And yeah, as a matter of fact, let's pull that up right now. So this is something that I just saw this morning. Here we go. Right here from Learning the Law. Ubisoft website confirms Assassin's Creed Shadows will have romantic relationships with, quote, different types of people, unquote. Finally, the first bisexual, non-binary black samurai. IGN probably. So yes, right there it says romantically, they will also attract and be attracted to different types of people. Dude. Like
in a video game about samurais and assassins, we're worried about who's sleeping with who.
Yeah. This is just absolutely ridiculous, man. It just keeps getting worse and worse. And again, it's like I've always said, the moment that you invite identity politics into the equation, it's over. You're done. This is an endless rabbit hole of nonsense because the people that are obsessed with the type of stuff will never stop. They will never stop. Because there is no line that they are not willing to cross because this is their obsession. This is all they care about. is sexuality. So, like the fact that we're like talking about sexuality or gender in a fucking Mario game because of the 1,000-Year Door like what the fuck is going on?
We've completely lost the point.
Everything has lost the plot right now. These people are absolutely obsessed with this shit, and it's never going to get better until all of this shit fails. And again, I do think Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to have a massive step back in terms of sales than from all the other Assassin's Creed games. But I haven't looked at the sales because I know like it peaked probably 10 years ago. A lot of the more recent titles haven't been as successful as some of the classic ones, but this is just insane, man.
Well, Jed, our good friend Ginger Jesus, he's really into the Assassin's Creed franchise, and he hated the last one. He hated Mirage. I think he found some enjoyment in Valhalla and in, I believe, Origins, which was the Egyptian one. I think he said that one was fine, but there has been, I think, more losers, more duds in the Assassin's Creed franchise than there has been like great games.
Yeah.
So, and I think this is going to fall right in line with another one of these loser dud Assassin's Creed games. Like, what are we doing, man? Like, they have lost the point of the game, and we're getting to a point now, and it's already been this way, where a lot of these developers, they don't need a third-party DEI group to come in there and rewrite their scripts to make it more lame and gay. A lot of these developers are just going to have their own DEI firm within-house to make it lame and gay. And that's what we're probably seeing with Ubisoft. I mean, maybe we will see in the near future if they did bring in a DEI group, whether it was Sweet Baby or somebody else, but they just cannot help themselves. And the thing is, modern video games, with how much detail that is in the games and how long it takes to program and develop these games, we are years out. If there's going to be a movement to where we're not going to see this DEI stuff in games, we are still several years out, because the games that are coming out in the next 2 or 3 years have already been in development for several years.
Yeah. And as you see, here's the downvote right here, 637,000 downvotes to 272,000 upvotes. So it's getting ratioed across the board. Nobody is into this stuff. Nobody's interested in this. And they're going to keep clowning on it. And it's not going to get any better. So wait until the next trailer that they're going to come out with so they can talk about how everybody's gay and woken in the game. It's never going to stop. So fuck Ubisoft. And that's this is at a time where, XDefiant is Ubisoft, right?
Correct.
And that just launched. And, that's, I don't know if how much I'm going to imagine that the name Ubisoft is going to hurt XDefiant. Now it's a free to play game, and
it's got a lot of old OG Call of Duty developers at the helm of it. Yesterday, it did great. I saw a tweet with some numbers. I think it was on Twitch. It had more than double the amount of streamers playing XDefiant yesterday than Call of Duty Warzone.
Well,
how long is that going to last, though?
Yeah.
I have no clue. But it was day one, right?
Yeah, because it probably, there was a lot of attention on it yesterday. I saw a lot of people playing. I still haven't played it yet. I played the beta and it was fine. I didn't think it was that great, but maybe they've made massive changes to it. I'm not sure.
It did kind of feel like, old Call of Duty multiplayer's little brother. It had the feel for it. It just didn't have that magic. But it still kind of resembled it a little bit. I enjoy it more than Warzone. I enjoy it more than Rebirth. But we're at a place where first-person shooters are kind of, we're hungry for the next good first-person shooter, and nobody's kind of really doing it right.
No, not at all. And Titanfall's dead. Thanks for reminding me. Oh, I played Titanfall 2 again, though. I did play it the other day online on PS5, and it I got into a lobby pretty quickly, and it did seem it was hacked to hell and back.
Well, yeah, it's different because we were playing on PC before, and it's a lot easier to hack video games on PC. So hopefully the PlayStation, if you guys are playing it, we're going to play it on PlayStation, that it's not hacked to hell and back. But
yeah,
man, like it's so Like, gamers do not freaking care about sex or sexuality in video games. That is not the point. We play video games like a lot of people watch sports to escape the politics, to escape the real world. And I know we've said this for years now. We're beating a dead horse here with this point. But it's like the people who are so focused and making it their entire life's journey, like their entire mission to just put gay, put sex, put sexuality into video games. They're not gamers, man. They're not gamers. They got into this sphere somewhat fairly recently, and they're just trying to just put all of this bullshit in it. And we never had it. We never wanted it. And video games, we still played them. Like, it's such bullshit.
Yeah, it's the reality of where we are, and yeah, these freaks don't care about these things. They're V had a tweet about the Paper Mario thing the other day. Let me see if I can find that tweet. So.
Well, and then also look at it this way: do you think the people on Twitter, and even the person who even the person who did that Paper Mario video, do you think these people are actually going to play this game?
No.
No. Like from start to finish? Do you think like they might buy the game, play it for a little bit, but even then, a lot of these people who are obsessing over and praising Ubisoft for doing this Black Samurai and for with this recent article about they're going to explore sexualities within the characters, these people who are praising it on Twitter, they're not going to play the fucking game.
No, right here. This puts it in perspective right here. So this is talking about the Paper Mario situation. Guys, stop DMing me this. I know it's shocking that the progressives forced their gender ideology in a video game and are now worshiping this picture like the Messiah. But it's really not that surprising. They can't help themselves. They know their ideology is vastly unpopular, so they have to sneak it into your house somehow. And this tweet at the time of him pushing this had 1.4 million views and 33,000 likes, all because this line in Paper Mario happened, and they have been fucking losing their minds over this. They have been losing their minds over this one piece of dialogue, which it doesn't confirm anything. I will still stand by that. It's very open-ended, but that is probably specific from the localizers to make it open-ended, and it still falls on Nintendo to the fact that Nintendo's even allowed this, and it's Nintendo of America. But Nintendo should be held responsible for this, and people should criticize the hell out of them. And hopefully Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door suffers because of it. Because this is the second problem with Paper Mario Thousand Year Door now, because they've already censored the cat calling situation with the Goombas now. Yeah. So this is a big problem for this game, a big problem.
Yeah, and a lot of people, like, Paper Mario was a cult classic. Like, it wasn't this huge, massive, fan favorite, but it has a really big cult following.
It does.
And we talked about it a little last night. The localizers who translated this dialogue, there was some ill intentions here. Like, they purposely worded it this way to help please the weirdos, because it is worded weird.
It's very much open-ended. My problem with is, like, so it's being reported from outlets. Even IGN has done it. Game Explain has done it. Nintendo Life has done it. It's being reported as Nintendo has confirmed. And I'm like, there's nothing confirmed about that. You can have your perception, and I can have my perception, but that's all it is how is our perceived, how do we perceive the language in that? If Nintendo comes out and says that, that's a whole different ballgame. But Nintendo has not confirmed anything, but they have allowed this to happen. And I think that they're okay with that. And that's a bigger problem. Mm-hmm. So I'm just so sick of this shit, man. These people are fucking insane. Absolutely insane.
But I don't think Nintendo, actual Nintendo, they don't really have a track record or reputation to want to do something about this. I think they'll just let it slide.
Yeah, they will. They're more than likely will just not address it at all. Yep. And the weirdos that have decided to run with this, they will have nothing to stop them from pretending that this is confirmed. Mm-hmm. Because Nintendo's not going to say anything, I don't think.
And again, they won't even play it. They will not play the game. They won't buy it. But what they'll do is they'll take screenshots and they'll be like, this is my favorite character. I feel represented. But at the same time, not even playing it.
Yep. It's so frustrating. But that's the latest on the Assassin's Creed story. Okay, let's jump in to the big news right now. Are you happy Beardo, the MCU is saved. The MCU is saved, ladies and gentlemen. Marvel Studios reportedly developing Blonde Phantom Disney Plus series. What do you think about that?
So this is news to me because, I mean, I didn't see this tweet. I was under the impression that she was going to play the Dazzler.
Yeah, so there's a lot of different stories out there right now. So that story's out there, okay, with her appearing in Deadpool. That's out there. Taylor Swift is being considered for the lead, set in 1950s Las Vegas, crime-fighting spy series. This is from Daniel RPK, who has a pretty good track record of, breaking different stories and things like that. So that's one element. And then there's the other element where there's this story that she might be appearing in Deadpool and Wolverine. Mm-hmm. So there's a couple of different versions of all of this going on right now. And I'm not sure which one is ultimately going. I think that Taylor Swift is more than likely going to show up in the MCU. I do believe that. Okay. Yeah. And somebody said in the chat, and I agree, pure desperation. Like this is the MCU showing that we are fucked. We need something, so we need to go get this massive megastar, Taylor Swift, so that we can do anything we can to save our dying brand. I will be interested. I mean, somebody in the chat can tell me, but didn't her movie do really well? That her concert movie didn't that do pretty well, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah, get in here, Steph. Get in here, Steph.
No clue. Yeah, I have a few thoughts on this, but we'll let Steph go first.
Yeah, get in here, Steph, if you want. She said, "Can I give my opinion?" I like how she has to ask for permission.
But
That's
real
how we
quick,
roll. That's how we roll here.
Okay, here we go.
All right, what's up?
Hi. Yeah, this is pure desperation. So what they want to do, just like they want to use the Eras Tour Taylor's version, right? It was a special version that they put on Disney Plus in order to get Taylor's fans to subscribe for Disney Plus. That way they would have a nice boost in numbers for when they had their meeting, right? They have a nice boost in numbers to show, hey, look, Disney Plus is doing really, really well. See. So now they're trying to do that again with the MCU, right? Because it's all under the Disney. Oops, it's all under the Disney umbrella. Let's try and use Taylor and get her fans to go and see this movie, because Taylor's fans will do whatever and go see whatever Taylor's in, right? She has stands that will follow her everywhere. I mean, they boosted NFL numbers because she's just sitting there at the game watching Travis Kelce. So that's what they want to do. All of Marvel movies right now are doing poor. So they need someone to come and help. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, their movie, I think that their movie is already going to perform really, really well because people just love those two actors. Mm-hmm. And so Taylor Swift is just going to help. I really think that Taylor being a part of the MCU, it's like they're pretty much last ditch effort. Like, let's get these new fans. Taylor's going to help us get these new fans. They're really trying to just get her fan base and move them over to the MCU. But I don't think what they realize is they're only going to stay there as long as Taylor's there. It's not like they're going to remain there forever. They're not going to attach themselves to the MCU and go see all of Marvel after that.
And this is what these weirdos are always trying to go, we need to get new people into the fold. We need to find a new fan base. No, you fucking don't. Take care of your fan base that already cares about your product, and by giving a good product and making that fan base happy, that's how you get new fans that will be genuinely interested in your product. Correct. Not forcing them. Taylor Swift fans are not going to stay MCU fans after Taylor Swift's no longer in the fucking MCU. They're not going to go see other films that she's not connected to in the MCU. This is the dumbest business move ever.
Well, and it's not like she's going to be reliable to keep coming back. Like, she does concerts year round. She is always busy with her own stuff. So they might get her for a short shoot for something, but it's like trying to schedule her for a reshoot for her show. Like in all of these Marvel shows and movies, they always have massive reshoots. Like she isn't reliable to keep bringing back over and over and over again. Like her appearance in MCU is more likely going to be a one-off and a rare appearance because she's too busy doing her own shit. But also Disney loves to do this. They always sign these actors to a multi-picture deal, whether it's, and they always recycle these actors in Marvel or in Star Wars or in their animation. Like we've seen it over and over again. Tom Holland and Chris Pratt were in that one elf troll movie or whatever. They're signed on to they're signed on obviously to Marvel. They always do this with their actors, always have them, they're just spread across all of Disney's properties. So with Taylor Swift having that Disney Plus deal, she's already under contract with Disney. So yeah, obviously they're going to use her for something else.
Yeah. And
what a
Disney
shit show.
They paid $75 million just to get the rights to the Eras tour.
Jeez.
So that's I mean, it's insane. They are really relying a lot on like the fact that Taylor Swift's fans will come and like subscribe to Disney Plus to watch it and also like go see this MCU movie. I really think that they're really putting a lot of stock in Taylor Swift.
I feel like I'm in such a bubble because I just don't get, I didn't think that she's that popular because it's just not on my radar. Like, you know what I mean? Like I know in the recent years I've kind of learned how popular it's just. I remember Taylor Swift as a country music singer. That's what I remember Taylor Swift as. And I liked some of her country songs when she first came onto the scene. I can't name almost any of, I don't think I know any of her songs as a pop star outside of there's like a couple that went super big, but like generally speaking, I it's hard for me to process how big of a star she is because it's not on my radar at all. It's wild.
I'm right there with you. I do not get the hype or obsession, but she's got a lot of young female fans who will just do anything for Taylor Swift, and they will cry tears of joy whenever she does anything. It's almost pathetic. But for what role she's going to play, this is the first time I'm hearing about Blonde Phantom. I've heard for Deadpool Wolverine about Dazzler. And that to me makes more sense because Dazzler, the character, is actually like a pop star with superpowers. Let's just play make-believe here. Could you imagine you get Hugh Jackman back to play Wolverine? Everybody loves Hugh Jackman in that role. You get him back. Everyone thought he was done with Logan. He comes back with his buddy Ryan Reynolds for like a buddy cop team-up movie. Could you imagine Taylor Swift is in this movie? Deadpool, Wolverine struggling at the very end of the movie. They're almost beaten. They're about to give up. They're on their knees. And Taylor Swift as the Dazzler comes in and saves the day.
No.
But here's the thing. I wouldn't put them past it to do that.
You're not wrong. I mean, look what they do with Captain Marvel, you know, in game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
God, that just sounds horrible. But that's the latest right there. Taylor Swift is going. Go ahead, Steph.
No, I said it does sound horrible, but honestly, like I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, I know.
Like you were saying, her fans will. You don't understand it, but I mean, I see it on TikTok whenever I'm scrolling. Like her fans will do anything for her. They've made her a billionaire, and they made her tour successful. It was like this movement to go to the Eras tour. And then they also made her movie, just like going to the movies for those who couldn't make the tour. You can dress up and go to the movie, and they made that successful. So they're really banking on it, but I don't think that the fans will stay and watch like all of these other MCU movies. They're just going to go and see that one, whatever
That's
movie
wild. That is wild. Well, that's the latest. Taylor Swift is going to save the Marvel Cinematic Universe, ladies and gentlemen. So no worries. Everything's good at Disney and Marvel now. Going to get Taylor Swift in there. She's going to save Deadpool, Wolverine. She's going to save the movie. She's going to save the MCU. She's going to be the new Captain Marvel / Iron Man / Captain America. She's going to be every character because that's how great she is. So what a complete shit show.
Like,
Disney.
So going on what I said about her not being reliable to bring back and for multiple movies in a row. With if this is their plan, like Steph said, to bring in her fan base for a spike in viewership or to buy tickets, because here's the thing, like Taylor Swift fans will buy the tickets to go to the movies and to go see her, even if it's just for a 10 minute little cameo or scene. They'll do it. They would never kill her off in Marvel. They would keep her alive forever as long as she will do it. They would never think twice about killing her off. Just for that simple fact that her fans will do anything for her.
It's weird, man. It's weird.
It is weird.
It's weird. It's weird. But all right, super chat time.
Let's do it. Anima Chains for $5. We got that one. Thank you, Anima Chains. Chris Coran for $2. God, please, no Taylor Swift. I'm right there with you, man. I'm right there with you. I don't get it. Ian, hashtag Let's Go Bucks for a $1.99. The quality of Daily Host dips as the week goes. What is that supposed to mean, huh?
Oh, I want to say one more thing. Let's hope that, whatever part she plays in the MCU is better than her last movie role, which was the movie
Cats. Yep.
Is that the is she in what other movies has she have been an actress in?
She was in Cats and like that Valentine's Day movie, I think.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, okay, that's an interesting discussion. Didn't Cats flop miserably?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And so this is what it comes down to. Taylor Swift, like, just like any other celebrity out there, like she doesn't have a real fan base. She has a fan base that wants her for what they need her for. But if she had a real fan base, why did Cats fail? If she was in it.
Well, this was years ago, right? Like Taylor Swift, I don't know if she's done some kind of like ritual or something, some satanic kind of ritual but when that Cats movie came out, I don't think she kind of had this cult that she has now.
Yeah, that's true. She had
really?
a cult,
okay.
It wasn't like it is now.
Yeah, she's
like
bigger
right
now
now
in the past 2 years than she's ever been.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if people would like if Taylor Swift goes in, if she's in a movie as a random character that there's not that many people left that can turn the needle just by like the day of the movie star or the mega star. We're not in that time anymore. Like Will Smith in the 90s, pretty much whatever he was in was going to be a massive success. Tom Cruise, massive success.
Tom Cruise is still that way.
Tom Cruise is still that way because Tom Cruise is an actual megastar. Mm-hmm. There's not many people that actually transcend. And I don't know. I know Taylor Swift's popular. I'm not saying she's not popular. Just like Beyonce's popular for some fucking reason. But, there's also perceived popularity on social media too. So you have people like... I talk about Chris Evans a lot. Chris Evans always goes viral for his tweets, but nobody goes to see his movies if he's not Captain America. Mm-hmm. Nobody gives a shit about Chris Evans because he's not a movie star. Yeah. So I guess it'll be interesting to see how much of a crossover is there. Because the Cats movie, so you're telling me that came out before she became this mega international mega star?
It was 2019, right, Steph? Cats?
Yeah, 2019. Mm-hmm.
And her cult has grown in the past 2 years. So it's like unrelenting,
like
just
like that was a while ago.
Yeah,
okay.
It's
like now I feel like people will follow her and look at her or support whatever she does. But it brings up an interesting conversation because, like people didn't go see Cats, but her fan base loves right now is so interested in her that it boosted the NFL numbers. But that's like
do you think Taylor Swift's fans give a fuck about the NFL? No. And the thing is like the numbers boosted during the regular season. If you wanted to watch a Chiefs game and you weren't in Kansas City or nearby, it wasn't nationally televised. Well, actually, that's not true. Well, I don't know. Sometimes you get a Chiefs game that's nationally televised during the regular season, but a lot of the times, like if it's not local, you have to watch it on that Sunday ticket, and that's expensive. And if Taylor Swift's fans were doing that and buying the Sunday ticket just to watch her for a few short seconds, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong, David. I'm not wrong. I'm right. I'm always right.
Damn.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I like you, David.
That was also like her and Travis Kelce, right?
That's Fear the Beardo 19 here.
Sorry. I like you, David, but I'm not wrong. I'm always right.
And you're interrupting the woman.
In her relationship, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Taylor Swift showing up to an NFL game is a little more like that is a direct, like for her fans to see her at an NFL game with the fake boyfriend that she's dating. That is a real life, like that's real. That's the person they are a fan of versus her being in a movie playing a character. That's a little bit different. It's a little bit different.
And also like her movie numbers did so well because it's a full concert.
And that's her. Yeah, that is her. That's who they are. Yeah. So her being a character, that's a whole different ball game. And that doesn't necessarily translate. And that translates. That's everybody. You know what I mean? So anyway, we'll see. But the MCU is saved. It's saved. Read super chats, Beardo.
I'll tell you what, man. If she's in that movie, I was going to see it in theaters. If she is in it in any way, shape, or form, I'll wait. I'll wait till I can buy it for $1 on Amazon Prime or something. Derek Beller for a 199. Great. We got that one. Thank you, Derek. Tobias Nexus for a $10. I have to deal with a damn cultural humility training today, but I'll be listening to Geeks and Gamers instead as long as I can. I don't even deal with customers anymore. I took my job so I wouldn't need to. Well, there you go, Tobias. Thank you for listening in.
Thank you, Tobias.
Shout out. Golden Nuggets for a $2 without biting, Beardo, with some hot dog emojis. Prometheus Creations for a $10. Doing possibly my first live stream tonight to discuss what I will be working on, giving an update on progress of moving to a new room, etc. Probably 8 p.m. Eastern time. Looking to give you a good stream. Shout out Prometheus. Thank you for the $10 and good luck with your streams tonight. Crispy for a 9 months. They're like woke Terminators, wokenators, if you will. They won't stop and they'll never quit.
That's true.
Gremlin for a $10. It's worse. The chick they got to consult on Assassin's Creed is an advocate for maps. Yes, no bullshit. Just watch side scrollers with Razor and Kirsha. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, again, man. It's the where there's smoke, there's fire. You know what I mean? Like this is these decisions do not happen just in isolation. These are decisions that happen because there's deeper stuff going on, and you're not someone that's just randomly, like innocently going, "We just need to have representation." No, there's always the deeper meaning to their bullshit, and it's always far more disgusting than it seems on the surface. Always.
AED for a 25 says, or no, it's low. Sorry, low for a 25. Gender bent samurai of color, master of the sword, danger to passing man, woman, otherkin, and donkey, hot spring monkey.
Jesus Christ.
And koi copulator. Those are some big words there. Thank you for the 25. Golden Nuggets for a $2. I get enough gay representation by watching Geeks and Gamers. Predon Corpse for a 5. I just saw the gayest guy on earth. Beardo. Thank you. Aberjam for a $5. Off topic, I feel like Beardo could do a decent impression of Joe Swanson from Family Guy. He's already got the legs for it. Hey, Peter. Rune Fang for 11 months.
Do I say again a lot? Again, Jeremy. Again and again. Love you, bro.
Yeah, I think it's like when you're trying to prove your point and you've already said it. Like, there's a lot of times where we do repeat ourselves. We beat a dead horse all the time.
Again, I don't say it that much, okay?
All right. Again, let's get some super chats here. Where was I? Contemporary.
Compendium.
There we go. Thank you. For a $5. A black guy named Yasuke existed.
Yasuke.
I got corrected in the chat. They said it's Yasuke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They were saying it was Yasuke.
I'm a retard from Alabama. What do you expect from me?
Yeah, and I'm just retarded. Yasuke existed that served Nabunga, but there's no record of him ever gaining samurai title. Metatron has a video about it. Get him on.
Yeah, I've heard you guys bring up Metatron before.
Ryan Soleo for a $2. Taylor Swift action figures and dolls will fly off of the shelves. That is also true. That's also true. Matthew Hammond for a $5. Taylor Swift will become a Disney princess. Taylor will be the next Samuel L. Jackson, where she will have cameos in all Marvel movies.
He did say that
Yeesh.
it did say Taylor Swift, so he didn't miss say it.
Yeah.
So he did say.
I will read anything put in front of me.
Except
Except for certain words.
So
Except for
that's
certain
probably not the
words.
smartest thing.
Malakot for a 12 months. Thank you for the year-long recommitment. Swifties are just juggalos that grew up in a 2-parent household. So Olgi, I've been deported for a $2. If Disney was a chick, look at Pick.
Yeah, that's a rough pick right there.
Ooh.
That's a rough pick right there. That's your co-host right there. I saw someone said like after you and Ben bonded over Resident Evil, they were like, Beardo's gonna make a third podcast with Ben. It's just gonna talk
We're
about
just talk about Resident Evil.
and just talk about Resident Evil.
Hey, that'd be a good show. Did I really? Oh, yes, I did miss your member message. I'm sorry. Runefang for 11 months. Everything's Batman to Beardo. He has to be it's not the Storm. It's not the Cyclops, and it's not the Wolverine. It's just Dazzler. No, I'm saying she will be the Dazzler.
Everything is Batman, the Batman to Beardo, though. It's true. And let's be fair, just so we're clear, like the Batman is not as good as the Dark Knight Rises.
Well, we're not going to get into that.
it's just not.
It's an hour-long show.
It's just not.
The Batman is far superior to the Dark Knight Rises.
It really isn't.
Project Taco for a $10 it is. How much to get a reaction to Meta Canyon's animation of Taylor Swift and her fans when he posted that video? The Taylor hive mind came after him, laughed my fucking ass off hard on Twitter. Can we please get a reaction to Meta Canyon's animation?
I don't even know what that is. Meat Canyons, not Meta Canyons. It's Meat Canyons. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You know what? You are correct.
What is
Meat
wrong
Canyons.
with you?
It is Meat Canyons. It's early, man. It is early. I've had massive diarrhea all morning, okay? My head isn't in the right place. Marlo for a 7 months.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up, though. I'll look it up.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Marlo for 7 months. Look up Swift George Soros speech. He has invested in her. Now she is super big.
Yeah, I have. I've heard about that. I've heard that one before. Let's see. Oh crap! So which one is this? There's a few of them, or is this the one? Taylor Swift's breakup, 9.5 million views, and then Meat Canyon's full Taylor Swift song. I don't know which one you want me to react to. Continue. Power through.
Mark of Reality for a $5. Taylor Swift was in Valentine's movie opposite Taylor Lautner as a couple of outdated cheerleaders. Do not watch that movie. Thank me later. That's like one of those ensemble movies where there's like 12 celebrities in it. I won't watch it. Tobias Nexus for a 5. Don't blame us furries for cats. If we had been in charge, it would have looked good and sounded good, not nightmarish. We hated it too.
Didn't everybody hate that? Like, I think that was like one of the worst movies ever. And again, Taylor Swift being in it. I feel like in 2019, she still had her fan base, though. It's like some of the songs that I said I didn't even know that were big time songs. I feel like they happened around that time, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm clearly not an expert on Taylor Swift.
Gregory Leiber for a $2. Taylor Swift voice acted in The Lorax with Zac Efron. I didn't watch that one. MF Coom.
Again, I didn't say again. Okay. I just want to point that out.
Right. I didn't hear it. MF Coom for a $2. I'm going to try to start something cool. Hey, well, good luck, man. Good luck. I'm rooting for you. Let's see. Ian for a 10 months. To clarify, Beardo, we start daily with Jeremy and Ryan and end with you and Jay. Also, Steph has better takes, and I bet her rating system makes sense too.
Damn.
Steph, you have a new simp. Bobo Yogi for a $2. Until they cast Hannah Barron as Rogue, fuck them. Golden Nuggets for a $10.
I want everyone to know that this is not true, and I would appreciate you guys not spreading rumors. All right. I do not have Taylor Swift arm sleeve tattoos. Okay? Beardo does. I don't.
I told you that in confidence. And it's a leg sleeve. That's why I don't want to show my legs,
Needs to-
because I have an
needs-
entire leg sleeve of just Taylor Swift.
It needs to be exposed. People need to know.
Golden nuggets for $10. Everything gay, black, female, despite quality, the digs and name calling, pale, male, stale, and the DEI training courses. Tell me what this looks like. The Exalted Patriarch for 12 months, a year. Proud to be a part of this crew. 199 and roll tide.
Let's go.
Pre-Dawn Corp for $2. Jeremy, say in a Vader voice, you want Vader.
What?
Jeremy, say in
You want me-
Vader voice, you want Vader.
Why would you want me to say that? For $2?
For $2. I'll do it. You want... Wait, fuck. Hold on.
That's not...
Hold on. Let me try to channel it. No, I'm not going to do it. You want Vader. You want Vader. Simba. Okay, here we go. You want Vader. There you go. I don't fucking know. Listen, I'm not James Earl Jones and I'm not black, so I can't do Vader. Andre CR, have you seen that Family Guy clip of James Earl Jones in the Vader suit and George Lucas goes up to him and says, yeah, so we kind of just want you to do the voice.
Oh, God.
Let's see. Andre CR for 25 says, Kawa Nabunga. Yes, thank you, Andre. And Andre with another 2,500. When Nintendo named the next Switch the Taylor Switch. My Nerdy Home for a $2 says Poopsicle. That's just gross. Jake Fissy for a $10. Probably say again because we all have to repeat ourselves over the feminist delusion. I do the same. We need all of the men to be stronger and stand up to the madness.
Yeah, now hold off right there. So we do have a news story about a company in more trouble, and this is a company that was once the standard of the entire entertainment industry, but they decided that they had to fire a man named John Lasseter for giving hugs, and that would be Pixar. Pixar, once the industry standard, is now in massive trouble. Disney bleeding. Pixar slashes 14% of workforce. So this is not getting any better for Disney. It's not, and it's beautiful. The once mighty Pixar is laying off 14% of his workforce as the Walt Disney Company continues to make brutal budget cuts across its many businesses. Pixar Animation Studios is slashing about 175 jobs, or 14% of its staff, due in large part to Disney Plus reducing the number of series it's putting out, according to Deadline. So earlier estimates had put the layoffs closer to 20%. The cuts come after Pixar laid off 75 jobs earlier this year, including 2 executives behind the box office flop Lightyear. You mean Chris Evans? You mean Chris Evans, the guy that's not a movie star, was in a movie that failed miserably? How'd that work out for you, Chris Evans? How'd that work out for you, you piece of shit, where you basically attack the audience and then this motherfucking movie comes out and fails miserably? CEO Bob Iger recently acknowledged Disney's massively overspent on streaming content in an attempt to draw more subscribers to Disney Plus and its other services, causing the company to lose billions of dollars. So again, man, to me, Pixar used to be the standard. No matter what, if Pixar came out with a new movie, you didn't need to see a trailer. You didn't need to do research. You didn't need to hear word of mouth. You knew me, my family, my friends, whoever. Everybody was going to see the latest Pixar movie. Everybody. Now Pixar is irrelevant. No one gives a shit. No one gives a shit. So what do you think about this, Beardo?
Yeah, you're right. Like, Pixar was cream of the crop. They were king. Like, it didn't matter if you were parents and you had young kids and there was a new Pixar movie coming out, didn't matter if it was Toy Story, Nemo, whatever. You were taking them to see the next Pixar movie. Like, that's just how it was. And I mean, with Lightyear, it's a movie that nobody asked for. And even since they made it, Tim Allen wasn't voicing Buzz Lightyear.
That's right.
Tim Allen wasn't doing it. Tim Allen is Buzz Lightyear. I don't care if it's the toy or if it's the Space Ranger that the toy is based off of. Tim Allen should have voiced it. A lot of people hated it. Already casted it out because of that. And then you have the lesbian parents in it, and I don't even know if was there a lesbian kiss in it.
There was some type of lesbian.
There was some type of lesbian nonsense in it, and it's like, this is a kids movie.
Yeah,
this is a kids movie, and we see it time and time again now. Like, we are putting our money where our mouth is, and if these parents out here don't want their kids to see that kind of bullshit, they're not going to spend the money on it. They are not going to take their kids to go see a kids movie about Buzz Lightyear. And a lot of these parents who have kids now, when those parents were kids, they watched Toy Story as children. They fell in love with Woody and Buzz as kids. And they grew up with those characters. And now they are parents now, and they want to share that love for the world of Toy Story with their kids now. And then they see Buzz Lightyear not only not voiced by Tim Allen, but now there is lesbian gay nonsense in a children's movie. The parents don't want anything to do with it, man.
None. And if you see right here on the Hollywood Reporter, it says roughly 14% of the workforce is cut as part of Disney's company-wide cost-cutting measures. The move is the biggest reduction in Pixar's history. That is called Get Woke, Go Broke right there. That is that's called. The weirdos can try to have whatever excuses they want, but ultimately, this is the result of it right here. And it's going to continue to get worse and worse and worse as time moves on. No one cares about Pixar anymore. No one. And it's sad. Because again, I was a huge fan of Pixar movies, and I still love obviously a lot of the old school Pixar movies, but they are nothing anymore. And this is, you get what you deserve, and this is not going to slow down. They're going to continue to do stuff like this, and it's going to be the fans' fault. It's going to be toxic people's fault. It's going to be everybody else's fault, but the people that are making the decisions and not listening to the audience. So that's the latest on Pixar.
Well, and then Pixar was at its peak when Pixar wasn't owned by Disney. They worked together. They worked together to put out stuff and be under the Disney umbrella, but it was still Pixar pulling the strings and making their own decisions for it. And then they broke up, and then they worked things out, and then Disney just outright bought Pixar, and it's kind of never been the same.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the latest, ladies and gentlemen. So are you excited for the next Pixar project? I don't even know what the next Pixar project is. I don't even know what they have going on. Oh, yeah, that guys got Inside Out too.
Inside Out 2.
I think that's going to underperform.
And they're working on a Toy Story 5, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, dude, talk about just milking a franchise dry. There is no need.
Get in here, Steph. What do you
Hello.
want?
Hi. Yeah, Pixar's been going downhill since Coco. Okay, Coco was like the last good thing that Pixar came out with, because after that we got The Incredibles 2, and that gave Elastigirl, her moment while the husband, Mr. Incredible, stayed at home and was like, just not Mr. Incredible. Okay, after that we got Toy Story 4 and Bo Peep with all of her, woman power, which was really dumb. All of the characters in Toy Story were not the same characters from Toy Story 1, 2, and 3. Their personalities were completely different, and they made decisions that they would never, ever, ever make within the previous Toy Stories. Then you have Onward. Onward was actually really cute. It was a story about two brothers, but the weirdo, woke, crazy fans turn those two brothers into gay lovers, okay? Because they just have to make it weird, right? So they turned those two brothers into a gay couple, which was really dumb. They did the same thing with Luca, which was a really cute story too, but they turned those two friends into gay lovers with their fan art and their weird stuff. From there, you have Turning Red, which is a movie all about getting your period as a girl. For some reason, after Turning Red,
Gross.
Pixar became really obsessed with women's puberty, and it's disgusting.
Yep.
Okay, because then you have Baymax with the whole going to the store and buying women's feminine products. You had that whole episode dealing with that. Elemental had that they them character in it, and then Inside Out 2 is all going to deal with again Riley's puberty. So for whatever reason, they're obsessed with girls' puberty. It's just so weird, and audiences see that, and it also falls under the Disney umbrella, and people have lost all trust in Disney. So I think that like them laying people off is indicative of that.
Well said.
Yep.
Steph coming in hot with the hot takes. That's what's up. And Steph, we need you to hang here for just a minute because we got some breaking news.
Uh-oh.
I don't really know if I should do this because I think it's gonna hurt like the perception of G&G. But Beardo took a selfie at the Taylor Swift The Eras tour.
Yeah. That's not even my teeth. That's Photoshop
Oh my
teeth.
god, that looks perfect though.
I remember taking that picture and I wasn't even smiling. They photoshopped a smile onto me.
That looks perfect. You look so happy to be there too. You look so happy to be there.
I literally took that picture of my driveway. You can look in my glasses. There is a driveway and a street in the reflection of my glasses.
Probably not something you want to do, dox yourself there. So
I don't care.
So
happy to be there.
So is this why you don't go? Is this why you skip leg day because you're too busy chasing Taylor Swift concerts around?
I'm just too tired jumping up and down and cheering Taylor on, man. My legs get a workout just at a Taylor Swift concert.
He's there to find himself a Swiftie.
Oh man, that's funny. That's good work right there, Cloud.
Yeah, that's a good
work.
picture.
That's good. That's good stuff. So
Yeah, thanks, Cloud.
all right, thank you, Steph. Okay. All right, let's go. We're just gonna leave this up while you read super chats.
Oh, jeez. All right. Twilight Media Corp for or corporation for a 13 months. Ben and Beardo's podcast. Call it Bent Beardo. D's Webos for a 199. Taylor Swift has no TDs. I'm out. Yeah, she's a little flat chested, huh? Christian Rocker for a 199. Nintendo's next console, the Taylor Switch. John Goats for a 6 months. Look, just play Final Fantasy 16 so you can have a strong male lead who has an actual healthy and even relationship with his lady. Plus, he can transform into a Balrog and fights a dragon in space. That sounds pretty freaking cool, to be honest. And it just skipped on me. Where was I at?
Why did it skip on you, Beardo?
I don't know. Because we're getting a lot of
MDNB says the other guy was right. Steph is better than Beardo over on Rumble for $2. Damn. Samurai Vader says, let's see. Friendly reminder: Ubisoft sold more copies of Valhalla after some sexual assault and rap allegations they tried to cover up came out. I don't see their sales being hit. Maybe.
But Valhalla also had like a lot of people did like Valhalla. And it had some good DLC, right? Like that game, like it had a long shelf life. A lot of people like that whole kind of like Viking theme and stuff. So I take Jed's word for it. I think he did like Valhalla. I don't want to speak for him, but I believe he did enjoy Valhalla. But there's a lot of people who are faithful to that Assassin's Creed franchise.
Oh, Pre-Dawn Corp says, Jeremy, Vader the wrestler. Make Beardo say it's Vader time. Oh, okay, so you're talking about Big Van Vader.
You got to
Leon White, the legend. Big Van Vader.
Oh yeah, Leon White.
You know nothing about.
Yeah, I know him. He's cool.
Big Van Vader was awesome. You got to say it. Say it's Vader time.
How did he say it?
Just yell it. It doesn't matter.
It's Vader time.
There you go.
Was that good?
Right. That's all right.
Now I'm going to get 12 people to tell me, Beardo, shut the fuck up. You're too loud.
That's definitely going to happen.
Project Taco for $2. Taylor's breakup Gurmy. Thank you for the $2. Breer for a $5. Meat Canyon was the nickname Jeremy gave his first chubby girlfriend. My first chubby girlfriend, when I broke up with her, I started calling her Shamu. Spider Claw for a $5. The Batman and The Dark Knight Rises both suck. but the story in the Batman was a little bit better, though. Damn, I agree with the reading problem. Ugh! Hey, you know the Batman's good. Taker for $2. Is Mufasa going to be Bai in the new movie?
Probably. Gremlin Anku for 20 says, back in the day, you could have left your kid in the theater if a Pixar film was on to go to the bar and back, and they would never know you were gone. Now my kid walked out of 2 films. He's 5. Not that I would do that. LOL. Yeah, I mean, that's it, you felt like, you know, hey, yeah, this is good. I can my kid can watch this, whatever. Not anymore. You can't do it.
Golden Nuggets for a $5. Plus, don't forget the comparison that Gina got canceled for. This is some sinister stuff. Gregory Lieber for a $2. For future reference, it's pronounced Lieber. Gotcha, Gregory Lieber. I'll never get it wrong.
Get it right.
Again.
Get it right.
Thank you, Predon Corpse, for that 20 with the Vader correction. Garfield's Bizarre Adventure for 13 months. Not only did Tim Allen not voice Buzz Lightyear, he didn't even voice the older Buzz Lightyear in the film. Big L. Ministry of Wrong Thing for a $5. Where's my free super for being a member for 16,000 years? You did say 16,000 years last night. You did. And I read it. Super Mastermind for 13 months at Ministry of Wrong Think. I got it. Project Taco for a $2. The Breakup Meat Canyon Taylor Swift video, Gurmy. It just jumped on me again. Mr. Tech Rat gifted a membership. Thank you, Mr. Tech Rat. Gremlin for a $20. Back in the day, we got that one. Thank you for the 20. Tiger King for 2 months. Thank you, Steph, for carrying the stream. Beardo, you racist. It's not Nabunga. It's Nobunaga. Nobunaga. Did you just try to make me say something inappropriate?
Power through.
I'm never going to be on Daily ever again. David P. for a 10 months. Beardo, your mic is trash. Take the $5 from this membership and buy a better one. This is like a $400 fucking microphone, okay? And my mom gave it to me. John Goats for a $5. Assassin's Creed games have always had bloat. Give me semi-open world, semi-linear games like Arkham Asylum or Stellar Blade over collecting 5 million flags in Assassin's Creed. Alec Baldwin's finger with 50.
He
gifted
don't miss
memberships.
You know what? We got to give a shout out to the GCA. The GCA in the house. ABF, the GCA in the house. Look at there. ABF. He don't miss. Again, he don't miss. He don't miss.
Again.
Thank you, ABF.
Thank you. John Goats, thank you for the 5. Valkyria Winter with a 10. I've been binging WWF Raw from 1993 and now finally up to 99. Damn, it's been a long watch indeed. Hail all and skull. Beardo, you're gay. Jokes, love you all. Hey, thank you, Valkyria Winter.
That's awesome. It would be interesting to go back through and watch Raw from 93 to 99. The evolution of Monday Night Raw. You know, from like early days of like Razor Ramon and the 1-2-3 Kid, Vince McMahon out there on commentary with Macho Man, and then watching it slowly evolve and move into the Attitude Era in the late 90s. Holy crap. That's pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. I would probably like to do that at some point. I wonder how that would be to watch the evolution of that over time through the binge, you know. That'd be pretty cool.
James Norman for an 11 months. What's up, James Norman? Says tune in to Leighton Gay with the GCA tonight.
Let's go.
EC Dub for a $2. Beardo is pronounced. Yeah,
no.
I'm not doing that again. Mr. Tech Rat for a 199 says at Alec Baldwin's finger had to show me up. Hail the 199 and Badger Legion.
Oh, that was good. We have General Duality says when Beardo breaks up with his boyfriend of that week, he likes to play some Taylor Swift. What's up with that?
Gets me through it, man.
That's weird.
I don't know. Yeah, it might be weird.
Is that why you were at that Taylor Swift concert?
Yeah, I was going through a rough time.
I want to talk about something real quick before we before we wrap this up, do I have my screen shared to that? So this is actually, man, this actually kind of pisses me off. Let's see. It's going to piss all of you off too. Grums. I just got doxxed. My family has been doxxed. Second Wind and former editor-in-chief of Escapist, Nick Calandra. I made a video about this guy. I do not like this guy, Nick Calandra, at all. He is absolute trash. Has weaponized his Discord server and is encouraging his thousands of Patreon supporters to dox me. They did. And unlike certain other journalists who don't post receipts, I will. My addresses were posted among other details about people they assume are me. So a little backstory on this is that this Nick Calandra guy ran with a fake story because he basically got trolled. Because he has an obsession with Grums. He has basically Grums derangement syndrome. This Nick Calandra guy. He fucking hates Grums. He can't stand him. And this guy is a terrible person. So anyway, my addresses were posted among other details about people they assume are me, instead of banning the user who did. And again, so that's the difference. Like, you come into my chat or my Discord and you start doxing people, even people we don't like, you're done. We will ban you. We are not going to allow that shit.
Nope.
We're not going to do it. It's not going to happen. Not going to allow you to come in here and dox people. And it's not going to happen. So instead of banning users who did so and who later edited his post to Nick's secret to obscure my address, but only after it was seen by thousands. Instead, Nick encouraged them to do more and to avoid further TOS violations, asked that the information be sent to him in secret to avoid Discord disciplinary action. These users go unpunished by his moderation team. Instead, they are praised. Nick has been stalking and tweeting about me for almost 2 months nonstop, and so hot to get me that he was fooled by one of my supporters into publishing a story on X from a user's whose name was a sting for, the anagram for journalist, and he fell for it. I covered that. This is discussing behavior and a dangerous one. There have been multiple documented threats on my life, including cash bounties, and Nick is happy to enable these violent people and arm them with information that could lead to violence against myself, my wife, and my children. Anyone who joins Nick's Patreon has access to his Discord server. So, this is insane, and he's got all the receipts. So if you want to go over to his Twitter and check it out. But yeah, this guy has been absolutely obsessed with Grums for a while now. And it's just like, it's one thing if like there's a certain level, like I made a lot of fucking videos on Brie Larson. I didn't get into Brie Larson's personal life. I didn't get into her, whatever. Like, it was all public stuff that we were covering with that. This guy is obsessed with Grums on a level that is very unhealthy. It really fucking is. Classic SJW behavior right here from Nick Calandra.
Yeah.
It's wild, man. It's wild.
And when they do this, their intention, they want you hurt. They want you dead. They want to ruin your life to the furthest extreme that they know that being killed, whether accidentally or on purpose, is a likely option. It is sick.
Yeah. Unbelievable stuff. But I wanted to cover that really quick. Big shout out to Grums. I hope everything gets worked out. But that guy, that Nick Calandra guy, is not a good dude. Not a good dude at all. Disco Cobra for 20 says, which eras of wrestling do you think are the most significant? If one did want to go back and watch, that would be an interesting exercise. I did pay for Peacock, but all I watched was the first night of WrestleMania. The golden era, which is the Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior, is a significant era. Like, there's no one era that I could point you to, because in order to appreciate some of the greatest moments in wrestling, you need to understand how you got there. So watching the golden age and understanding Hulk Hogan back in the 80s was a legitimate superhero, a real life superhero. I mean, there was nothing in the world like him and Macho Man and Ultimate Warrior, and Hulk Hogan body slamming Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3, which really took things to another level. And then the Mega Powers exploding at WrestleMania 5 with the Macho Man and Hulk Hogan. And then at WrestleMania 6, I think it was 6, Ultimate Warrior beats Hulk Hogan. And that was the passing of the torch, but then Warrior fucked it all up. And then Hogan eventually kind of faded out, went to WCW. He was still Hulk Hogan, but his star was fading. Then he turned heel and went bad guy and became the biggest move in the history of wrestling. And then around that time was when Stone Cold Steve Austin and his rise on another promotion was happening, and Stone Cold Steve Austin became the biggest star in the history of wrestling. And then that ushered in the Attitude Era, then The Rock and Triple H. And it's just, there's so much to wrestling, but you have to appreciate all of it, or you have to watch all of it, understand it to appreciate where it's going. Anyway, and of course, then you had Ric Flair. Yes, Ric Flair and the Horsemen in the 80s. You had the Hart Foundation, Bret Hart. I could talk about this all day, but yeah.
I agree. I really like Bobby Lashley. Pre-Dawn Corpse for $2. Jeremy, is the Brooklyn Brawler your favorite wrestler?
The Brooklyn Brawler, the greatest jobber ever.
Albert, not a retro, for $2. If only Taylor Swift was actually built like that. Mo Zamboni for $10. Hail the Geeks and Gamers. Hail the GCA. Hail Badger Legion. Hail Nerd Wars. And hail the Fellowship. We are coming up the ranks and having fun while we win the culture war bit by bit. We will not be stopped.
Hell yeah. That's what I like to hear.
That's a
what
hell
I
of
like
$10 right there, man.
That's a hell of a
Thank
$10. And we're going to end it there, ladies and gentlemen. Great Geeks and Gamers Daily. Really appreciate all of your support. Thank you for the super chats, the gifted memberships, ABF, those 50, and everybody else for the support. Beardo, what do you got going on?
In a couple hours at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, Bro Science Episode 4 with Dan Vask over on my channel, Fear the Beardo. Should be a good time.
Heck
That's
yeah.
about it.
And we got Cobra Cast tonight over on my D-Day Cobra channel, talking about all things politics, and there is a lot to cover. So looking forward to that. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later. Bye, everyone. Say bye, Beard.